Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be breaking down Leonard Fournette in a film session. Before we get started though, please drop a quick like and a sub on today's video. It would really help my channel grow. I'd really appreciate that. With that said, let's dive right into the video and I hope you enjoy. So Leonard Fournette, very interesting running back. Obviously, with Tampa the past few years, really had a massive year last year, 812 rushing yards, 8 rushing touchdowns. Pretty productive through the air too, 69 catches for 454 yards and 2 receiving touchdowns. And this was after, a year in Tampa back in 2020 where he was pretty quiet just because of Ronald Jones playing pretty good football throughout the season. And then remember him in Jacksonville too. Had a really good rookie season. 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, but after that kind of quieted down, cooled off. Jacksonville let go of him in 2020, found his way to Tampa, and last year he had a really productive season. We're going to break down what makes him so special in today's film session. Let's just dive right into it. Here we go. So one of the things I love about Leonard Fournette is his ability to be productive as a pass catcher. He's not just a pure running back. Sure, when we talk about pure running backs, Leonard Fournette is much more of a pure running back than a lot of other running backs in the league, but he can still catch the ball out of the backfield. This guy's a power runner with good hands, good speed, but power, right? Power in the passing game too. You're going to see him lined up in the backfield here next to Tom Brady. And what's going to happen is Fournette's just kind of go out into the flat, just for the check down more or less. Brady's going to drop back in the pocket, right? He's going to drop back. He's going to see that there's really no one to throw to. Pressure is kind of there. And what does Tom Brady do best? Throw the check down. Throw the check down right to Fournette. And just look at what Fournette does with the football in his hands. He's really productive with the football in his hands. Here, was able to round the corner on a really good linebacker in Jerome Baker, slips that tackle, right? Baker has, for the past couple seasons, led the Dolphins in tackles, so this is pretty impressive just getting away from that. And Fournette picks up the first down. Javon Holland's able to take him down, but these are tough yards. I mean, he takes Javon Holland for a couple of yards there, keeps the legs churning, even in the passing game. So he's good in the check down game, good out of the flat, picks up a solid, 18 yards or so here to move the chains for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers on this play. But also, another thing I love about him is he's a power running back at the end of the day. That's what he is. He's a power running back who can catch the football out of the backfield, and he does both at a very high level. On this play right here, he's going to take the snap, follow these blocks. This is a 3rd and 2 play. Dolphins are stacking the line of scrimmage with all these guys, and they were a pretty good run defense last year. They were top 14 in the NFL. I want to say top 15. So they were slightly above average. And they had some good run stuffers like Christian Wilkins and Raekwon Davis. But nonetheless, what's Leonard Fournette going to do here? He's going to run the ball right up the middle, right through the teeth of this Miami Dolphins defense and take it in for the score. And this is his kind of game. In the red zone, I love Leonard Fournette. So the blocks are going to kind of go this way right here. And all Fournette's going to do is he's going to simply hit the hole. He's going to hit the hole right here. And he's a one-cut guy, right? He puts his foot in the ground, sees the hole right here. That's the lane that he chooses to go through, and simply puts his head down, breaks through this contact once again, getting away from Dolphins defenders and getting in for the touchdown. This is just really fantastic from Leonard Fournette, just being a one-cut, put his foot in the ground and go running back. And he's a power back. He likes contact, gets through contact. And he's a good red zone running back. That's really what he brings to the table. But at the same time, he can also run towards the outside of the field. He's not just a guy who's going to go straight up the middle. He can run behind the tackle. He can run outside the tackle. On this play, he's going to run behind the tackle and just use that block, right? He's going to try and go a little bit more outside than traditionally just straight up the middle on this play. And the block's going to be kind of over here, right? And what Fournette's going to do is he's going to just follow this hole and then just use his speed and athleticism in open space and in the running game to make this play here. So I really like this read from Fournette. Gets the football right, sees the hole right here, and is just going to just find the hole and go for it, right? That's what running backs do. Fournette puts his foot in the ground, gets around this, and here it looks like he's going to be tackled, right about here. It looks like there's good, good pressure in his face, but is able to get through that contact and he's a bowling ball when he gets tackled. He doesn't go down easily, and when he goes down, he always goes down forward for extra yards. So he's a yard machine. That's what he is on the ground as he picks up more yards here. Really good job against the Eagles, just taking the contact, not afraid of the contact, and just keeping the legs churning and keep rolling for more yards. And this is going to be another play-action play here, where this time he's going to be catching the ball. So Tom Brady's going to fake the handoff, right? There's really nowhere to really go with this football. Pressure's kind of in his face. He doesn't really have all day here. And he can't really find his receivers over here. But he does have his check down guy in Fournette, who can be a pretty solid check down guy. All Brady's going to do is he's going to be like, okay, I'm just going to turn. I'm going to give it to Fournette. And right here, it looks like this is going to be a tackle. But Fournette is actually pretty slippery for a guy his size. I mean, he's not a small running back by any means. I mean, when you're 6 foot, 230 pounds, more or less, you're going to be you're not going to be the fastest guy. And Fournette isn't the fastest guy, but what he is he's surprisingly elusive. So on this play here, breaks that tackle, gets away from that, puts his foot in the ground there, gets away from him, and then just keeps churning for those extra yards. Once again, falling forward, really important for running backs, falling forward, getting the extra yards. He does it here. He's a yard machine, and he's deceptively elusive and hard to bring down in open space. I really like what he brings to an offense because of his ability to catch the ball and run the ball. And this is where Leonard Fournette thrives. He is a power running back. He's a guy who wants to go straight up the middle, straight through the heart of the defense, not afraid of contact. This is what he strives for. This is what he can do. He can give you 8 touchdowns a season because of his ability to be effective in the red zone. That's so important for running backs, and Leonard Fournette has that. On this play here, he's going to take the snap, and he's going to go straight up the gut, right through the middle, right into the heart of the defense for the touchdown. This is his game, right? Follows his blocks, puts his head down, doesn't care about the contact. He's in for the score. That's Leonard Fournette in one play. But the thing I love about Leonard Fournette is, although that could be Leonard Fournette, just that pure power rushing, right? At the same time, he's a guy who can make explosive plays in the open field. And this is one of those plays against the Indianapolis Colts here. Tie game, 31-31. I remember watching this live and I was like, oh my God. I think Fournette had like 3 touchdowns already in this game. And this was his 4th. It was shocking because we all thought they were going to go for the field goal, ended up getting the touchdown here on this play. But this is the thing. Fournette can be explosive, and I love when Fournette's explosive. It's very exciting to watch. Here, they're going to, once again, he can run to the outside. He can run outside the tackle box, really. On this play, he just follows the clutch block by this offensive lineman to come over here. It's going to be a counter play in that regard. And basically all these blocks are going this way, right? Stuffing him, and then this block is going to go this way, meaning there's probably going to be a hole right about there. And that's exactly what happened. So really good blocking here by the Bucs. But more importantly, what's Fournette going to do? He's going to find the right hole, because it would have been really easy for him to keep running outside and kind of just run out of bounds right over there. But nonetheless, Fournette is going to cut back inside, see that burst, see that speed here, puts his foot in the ground, gets away from him, and then just barrels his way. And this is what I absolutely love at the end. This block here by the receiver, by Chris Godwin, not fantastic, because, the defender kind of gets right in the way. If I can slow this down just well enough. Yeah, the defender kind of gets right in the way of Fournette. But Fournette, what does he do? Just barrels right through him for the score. This is what Fournette does. He just throws himself at people. He wants the extra yards. He doesn't get scared of contact. He's explosive too for a guy his size, and he just pushes his way into the end zone for touchdowns. He's a touchdown machine. He's a yard machine. He's a guy that you can throw the ball to. You can trust him in the passing game. You can trust him in pass protection. He's really a complete running back. I don't think he's an elite running back, but I think he's a complete running back that really adds to an offense.
So when we talk about, Leonard Fournette, and obviously him signing back with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which I guess isn't surprising due to the fact that, once Tom Brady re-signed, we knew that Leonard Fournette was coming back. We knew that they were going to try and bring everyone possible that they could bring back. And they brought back Leonard Fournette, which I think is, really smart for them, because he is such an important part of their offense. Like in today's film session, we showed you just the dynamic player that Fournette is. We showed you his ability to be a power runner. I showed you his ability to catch balls out of the backfield, be an explosive pass catcher, as well as just a power runner who can get to the outside. The thing is, the offense almost runs, when they're running the football, when Leonard Fournette's being productive, this offense is so much more potent, so much more powerful, because it runs through him. He sets up everything. Obviously, you have Tom Brady. When you have Tom Brady, you kind of have, a really good offense, just because he understands football so well. But Leonard Fournette just brings something to this offense where you can build off of him, and you can give him 20 touches a game, and he's going to be productive. Is he going to have 20 touches a game next year? No. He'll have closer to 15. But that's running the football. That's pass catching. He's just such an important piece to this offense. And having him back on a 3-year, $21 million deal is really really big for this offense over the next couple seasons. Obviously, this is probably Tom Brady's last year. Actually, I shouldn't ever say that because I feel like Tom Brady comes back every year. He retired and came back, so I don't really know at this point. But nonetheless, Fournette and what he's going to be able to add to this offense is going to be just important. We've seen him in past years, playoff Lenny, as they call him down there in Tampa Bay. Really important piece, especially in the playoff run. When he's getting 15 touches and he's being productive, this offense is really dynamic because it gives them an explosive runner as well as all the pass catchers they have. And they brought in Russell Gage too. So they've got Russell Gage, they've got Mike Evans, they've got Chris Godwin on the outside. And then you still have Leonard Fournette. This is just an absolutely massive piece for them on offense. And he does so much for them, as I hope you really saw in today's film session. He can be the power runner, he can be the pass catcher, he can do everything. So it's really important that they have him back, and he's going to be really big for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers next season. And with that said, that's pretty much going to end the video for today. Did you agree with my analysis? Why or why not? Leave your comments and thoughts in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Also, if you're new around here, please drop a like and a sub on today's video. I'd really appreciate that. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, see ya.